Hi, I'm Karen LeBlanc. I am a weaver and a fiber artist, and I live on the Willistook River in Fredericton, New Brunswick. What I created was a Branch Out and Weave for Climate Change workshop, where people learned to weave on branches, and they used all natural materials for the weaving, and then at the end of the day, they took their branches and burned them as another reaction to climate change. So when the wildfires started to get worse, I was really concerned. And I wanted to make some kind of a statement about it. Making a statement with your art piece about climate change, about the fact that you are ready to let go and do something to improve climate change, some small piece in your life maybe. Kind of interesting to see how the piece is burnt, as well as the charred remains of the pieces after they were doused out with the water. Because with wildfires, sometimes you have this tree that isn't burnt in the middle of a charred area, or you have something that hasn't been damaged at all, but everything around it is wasteland. Kind of like the idea of these branches having one side that's kind of charred and the other side that has maintained some stability to it and some of the original weavings in it. The discussion during the weaving process was really empowering as well. When I started talking about my experience with my father as a forester and trying to engage them in that discussion about climate change and wildfires and how they felt about that, I think that really sparked a lot of awareness, I guess, in them. So as part of the discussion, and as we were wrapping up the weaving part before we went up to actually burn the pieces at the fire pit, was to get this, it's called flying wish paper. And participants could write a wish about climate change, and then we were going to take it up to the fire pit and read it.
Because at the end, it doesn't need it to be perfect, and that's a little bit of the reflection what is happening. It's just enjoying the process and be a little bit more aware of what is happening right now in the world.
If I can take one little step at a time and make an impact as far as increasing awareness towards climate change, towards wildfires, towards what's happening with our environment. It just was such an eye-opener. I learned so much through this process. I kept thinking, I've really lived in a little protected life, protected my heart, so it kind of forced me out of that range. Burning, in a way, it's a way of letting go as well. And to actually create something with their hands, with these materials, I think that meant a lot to people.